What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Episode 5-6 of our podcast, Civic Sports. Chris, how are we?
I'm good, David. How are you?
I'm doing well as well. Second time's a charm, and we are back.
We're back in action, folks.
Yep. NBA playoffs start tomorrow.
Okay.
There it is.
All right.
So,
Here we go, because playing games apparently don't count for the playoffs.
yeah, that's actually news
Word
to
to
me.
the wise.
That's news to me. That is wild.
It was news to me as well.
Yeah, they're in their own little bucket.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Who'd have thought?
So some people that make the playing game will just have unreal, not playoff stats, play-in game stats.
Yeah, but those don't even count.
Oh, really?
They're just kind of like
There.
there.
I think as a joke, they should give a play-in
Playing
game awards.
MVPs. Playing game MVP.
Yeah, I like that.
I
Just
mean,
for teams.
it would have to be a team that lost the first game and won the second game.
Yeah.
So there would be two teams that would be vying for the play-in MVP.
Unless someone just went off in one of the games.
Sure.
Yeah. There it is.
All right, well, jumping in, what's your top moment from last week?
Yeah, so my top moment, Connor McDavid, NHL superstar, surpassed 150 points this season. He's the sixth player of
Wow.
all time to do that.
That's a lot.
150. He averages 1.88 points a game.
How many goals is that?
I think he has 50 some goals. Let me see.
Oh, and over almost 100 assists.
So he has 64 goals, 87 assists.
Okay. And how many games left? Like 3?
80 games played, so 2 games left. Which I
Dang.
think they'll be wrapping up by Thursday.
So they
'cause they're
play
also playing.
the same amount of games as the NBA teams?
82, it looks like, yeah.
Huh. I didn't even know. That is the same. Man, it would have been cool if he got to 100 assists. Is anybody at 100 assists?
Oh yeah, Wayne Gretzky had
No, this year.
no.
Oh,
It doesn't look like it. This is from the old timers.
dang.
But yeah, he's definitely
Good
a
season.
superstar. I mean, 1.8 points a game.
That's a lot.
That's like even if you get 1 goal and not an assist, you brought your average down.
Right. Well, you got to think that the odds for him to have a point in a game is like minus 175, at least.
1 point? Just 1 point? I would say it's like minus 220.
Really?
Dude, he's averaging almost 2.
I guess, yeah, you're right.
I mean, that's insane.
It's true. All right.
But there it is.
Mine is the Kings wrapped up the Pacific Division, and before the season started, they were as much as plus 500 to win the Pacific Division,
Wow.
and they won it.
First year coach,
Yeah,
Mike Brown.
correct.
I know. The only reason I know that is because we were talking about that today at work because my boss is from California.
Oh,
So he brought up the Kings.
okay.
I also did not know, fun fact for you, Eric Musselman was once a coach of the Sacramento Kings.
Really?
The Arkansas coach.
Huh.
Yep.
Head coach?
Head coach.
Oh,
They've had a lot of coaches. There's one coach, Adelman.
yeah, Rick.
Rick was the only coach before Mike Brown to have an over 500 record.
I mean, look at his team. He had studs.
I know, but dude,
Vlade
that's...
Divac.
You know how long ago that is?
Long time.
That's insane. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, they got a bad matchup.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, plus 5, as much as plus 500. The most popular one was plus 450. But when you're in a division with the Lakers, the Clippers, the Suns, and the Warriors,
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think that the Kings were the lowest
Yeah.
predicted.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing about the Kings is, like, they just have younger guys. Like, they have, like,
Very young.
Demonis Sabonis is a
Compared.
good player. De'Aaron Fox is a good player. Harrison Barnes is a pretty good player. They also just have guys that play.
Harrison Barnes isn't, I wouldn't say young.
No, not in the young side. He's just a good player. I'm saying, like, but
He's
like,
just solid. They have a lot of solid guys.
yeah, they have a lot of solid guys, and like De'Aaron Fox is an all-star, and Demonis Sabonis is very good. But it's also just like they just play all the time. They don't sit out games.
Right?
They just went under the radar, and we're just like
Yeah,
swoop right through.
it's true.
Good for them. Good for Sacramento, you know. Also, this is a fun fact, also, before the season started, in California, I was going to put a futures bet because one of my fiance's friends told me to put a futures bet on the over for the Kings wins in a season.
But I'm guessing you didn't.
I didn't because I didn't know how to do it, and the guy I talked to at the sportsbook said I couldn't. So, to be honest,
Tough.
not necessarily my fault. If you're a sportsbook, you got to know.
But if you are on a sports betting podcast, you also should probably know.
Should know what? How to do it?
Yeah.
What? It wasn't me. It's not on an app. It was literally in live person.
I don't know.
It was live person.
You gotta find a better guy.
Well, yeah.
Or gal.
Yeah. Obviously, just I thought he would save me. They had 48 wins.
It's gotta be more than what they were predicting.
I think they were predicted like 33 and a half.
Yeah, probably.
It's crazy.
All right, and with that, let's go Minnesota.
Minnesota Twins 6-4 currently, doing well. Need to pick it up a little bit. They play the White Sox currently right now, and then they have to go to New York, which is going to be tough. Timberwolves.
To play who?
The Yankees.
No.
The Timberwolves are today at 9 o'clock Central
On
Time.
recording day.
On recording day, playing in LA.
Yep.
Against Lakers in the play-in game. If they win, boom, they're in. If they lose, they'll play Thursday. Minnesota Wild finish up the season playing Winnipeg and Nashville. Minnesota United had their first loss to Chicago Fire last weekend. They play Orlando coming up. Go for baseball, 1-2 over the weekend, and they play Iowa this upcoming weekend. And then go for softball, 2-1 against Indiana. Snapped Indiana softball 24-game win streak.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
I was talking to the assistant coach inside Plug, and she was saying that on Friday when Indiana beat the Gophers, they went through the handshake line and were like 23.
Wow.
And then on Saturday they won on the Gophers won on a walk-off, and then Saturday they won, I think, by 3 or 4.
Well, please tell me that they, through the handshake line, they said 0-0.
Well, you don't shake hands. No, you don't shake hands with the other team until the last game. Like, they were going to their own players 23. You know, like when, like, you win a baseball game, like you do the little circle around the mound and you do that.
Yeah.
They don't shake hands until I think the last game, even if they shake hands in the last game. Like, they don't shake hands after every game.
In a series.
I'm pretty sure. Because they were going... This, I shouldn't say that, but this was to their own... They weren't saying it to the Gophers. They were saying it to themselves. But
okay. I thought they were going through the handshake line with
the coaches were both... The coaches both said that they could hear it clear as day. They weren't whispering. It wasn't like they were like 23. They were like 23. Like, you know, when you can... You're trying to chirp so you can let them hear it. Yeah, and then you lose the next day. And then you lose the day after.
Well, they should have definitely chirped back at them. 0,
1 for their win streak. But
well, that'd be 2.
Well, yeah, after Sunday, yeah.
2.
And then finally, St. Thomas baseball went 2-1 against Northern Colorado. They play NDSU coming up.
All right.
So there you have it.
There you go. Our betting recap for the week. So our last NCAA basketball bets, we were both on Connecticut and the over, which both hit. So we both finished college basketball 2-0.
There it is.
Love it.
High note.
What?
That's a high note.
Yeah, absolutely. And on a high note. And so NBA, you were 15-16.
I hate the NBA.
It's tough.
The NBA is dumb.
The last 2 weeks are especially tough just because you don't know who's going to be playing. And all of these spreads are so gigantic. It's like, okay, can the Spurs cover 19.5 points against a team that is actually trying to win?
Yeah.
Maybe. But they also might be sitting there semi-decent guys and lose by 30.
Yeah, I think there was a game, it was the Suns-Lakers, one of the last few games, and it was like...
The Suns played nobody.
Suns played nobody, but the Lakers... AD sat out. LeBron James sat out. Another guy sat out. And I was like, what a terrible game to go to.
Yeah.
Like, you look at that game and you're like, holy moly, Phoenix Suns got KD. Like, dude, this will be a great game.
KD, LeBron, CP, Devin Booker,
all
AD.
these guys. AD, all these guys. Those are all-star, and they all sit out.
Yeah. So tough.
So
tough. Okay, so your overall for last week was 17-16. 2-0 and 15-16. I was 13-13 because I was 2-0 NCAA, 11-13 NBA.
Yeah, the NBA was tough. I mean, it was tough just because you don't know. You almost had to do the bets right before the game to know who was playing.
Right.
Because if the difference was, some of these teams would say doubtful, and then the guy was like, "Oh, he for sure wasn't going to play the whole game." It's like, so how was he even doubtful?
Right.
Like, doubtful to me, it's like, okay, if you can play, you're going to play. Doubtful.
I also kind of got screwed on the Mavs won their second to last game.
Yeah.
When Luka played the first quarter and then was done.
Well, that brings up a good point. So them, how would you feel if you were on that team? Like, obviously, they tanking, not tanking, right? I mean, they didn't play anybody
I mean,
they still had technically a chance to win. I mean, to make the playoffs.
Yeah, not very good.
Slim,
chance.
but still a chance.
Because they sat everybody the last game, too. That was the second to last game.
But that's what I'm saying. The second to last game, it's like...
Here's my thing, which I don't understand. The NBA investigates the Mavericks, and they don't look at every other team that's not in the playoffs that's sitting everybody? How does that make any sense?
Portland sat their guys. Well, I think the thing it's so stupid.
I don't understand that.
Well, I think it's so stupid. I think it's so stupid because it's like, okay, so you're gonna investigate one team. Probably nothing's gonna come about it, to be honest, or maybe a fine.
It should. I don't think it should.
No, nothing should, because then, like you said, you could go down a rabbit hole, and then the Mavericks could say, "Well, what about the clip? What about
it?" It
this
was
team?
literally every like. I don't necessarily blame any of the teams that are in the playoffs resting their guys, making sure they're ready because they're still in. They should rest a little bit before the games that actually mean a lot more.
Right.
But for all the teams that were already out of the playoffs, literally all of them were trying to lose.
Well,
they
yeah.
sat any guys that were semi-decent.
Yeah.
At least
What's
every
crazy,
other
though,
game.
is like the one team, like the Magic didn't, though. Like the Magic kept winning, and then I saw tweets like from Paulo and what they were like, you guys thought we were going to tank, and they started winning.
Well,
And it was like, you guys are hurting yourself.
okay, so that's one team.
But that's what I'm saying. Even them, they were so bad at the beginning. But it's like the other teams, like Detroit Pistons, granted, they're irrelevant. But like, yeah, Trailblazers, they didn't play half their starters for the last month.
Almost all their starters.
Spurs, I don't know. Rockets, they just stink anyways. I don't know about
Spurs
the Jazz.
were sitting their guys almost every other game.
I just think it's crazy. I think it's so stupid where I brought up this point before. And I'm not saying it's like the end of the world. Like you said, if you're in the playoffs, maybe the last few games, sure, like you're not going to play your guys because give them an extra some rest because the playoffs are a grind and this whole season takes 8 months.
You know the guys that are good are going to be playing more in certain games.
Right, and the games are actually going to be closer, so you're going to have to play more. I just think it's so stupid when it's like you said, some of these teams, it's like what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? So tanking's not real, and this, I mean, you could literally, shouldn't take a long investigation. If you're going to investigate one team, you could call out 75% of these teams.
At least half the teams.
Yeah, I think the only reason the Mavericks were quote unquote under investigation is because they technically had a chance to win, to make the playoffs.
In the play-in.
Yeah. Well, and all their players came out and were like, that was dumb. We didn't want to sit. And they were like, okay. Well,
You're not helping
obviously,
us,
you guys
guys.
didn't get the memo. You didn't get the email that said, hey, we're
Right.
obviously tanking. Also, this brings up a point. I have a question for you. So, Mikal Bridges of the Brooklyn Nets has
I'm all for it.
one of the longest streaks of starting games or playing in games. I think it's like 400 and
Playing consecutive games.
Playing
He
consecutive
hasn't
games.
missed a game since he's been in the league.
Yeah, but he comes in for 1 minute and then leaves. That's the stupidest thing I've ever... That's not a record. What do you mean? What? Here's what I'm saying. If I'm a coach and I'm a bench guy and I'm going to play 10 seasons in the NBA, I could do that every game. I'm going to come in, put me in, coach. I'll foul the guy right away, take me out. 820 games, I'll be there every day.
Yeah, but he's their best player. He can kind of do what he wants.
That's not a record then. That's not a record. Cal Ripken Jr. didn't play one pitch and come out of the games.
Not ever?
Never. He played the games.
Wow.
Exactly. That's why it's a streak. This is not a streak anymore. This is a joke to me. That's a joke.
Do you think that when the streak inevitably ends at some point, that they'll go back and say, well, in game 82 of the 2023 NBA season, you only played a minute and then was out?
No, because they won't do it because they should have already done it. There's no point to me for it's like I'm saying, if you're a bench guy, why not just crack the code? Say, hey coach, pull me in. I'll follow the guy. I'll go put my warm-up suit on and I'll be at the end of the bench. Don't even think about playing me. I'm the 12th man.
Yeah, but they wouldn't do that.
But that's what I'm saying. I get it's Mikal Bridges. I just think it's so stupid where it's like, oh, he's now passing this. And I get it. He probably doesn't do it. He's probably maybe does it once or twice a year. Maybe. I don't even know.
Just think, he's got to go through his whole warm-up.
Yeah, but if he
do
knows
all that.
You think so, though?
I mean,
I'll tell you right now.
just
If
getting work.
If I know that I'm coming out, if I just follow the first guy, the tip-off, I watched the highlight of it. The tip-off went, nobody moved. Except for him, and he ran over to the guy. He goes, like this, and the ref goes, foul on this guy. Okay. He didn't even wait for the foul to be called. He just walked off. God. I mean, Jesus.
Oh, well. What do you do?
What can you do? Yeah.
The record's still going.
He might get to 1,000.
Yeah. It's
At
possible.
this rate. So.
All right, we're going beer and seltzer next.
Bang.
What are we going with?
We're going back to the high noons. Last time we did passion fruit. This time we're doing grapefruit. We're not getting to the lime just yet.
We're saving the best for last, or so we think.
We hope. I mean, yeah, it should be the best for last, but we'll see.
I was at a rooftop on Saturday with our friend Josh, and he had the grapefruit one.
That's this one.
Oh,
did he give a review?
Wait.
This is
grapefruit. Was it grapefruit
or passion fruit? We had passion fruit last time.
It was one of the two. I can't remember. I think I tried it, but I can't remember which one it was.
I guess we'll see if it brings back memories from Saturday.
Maybe it was strawberry.
Is
that the other one?
Not even close.
I don't know. I can't remember which one it was.
I thought it was not even close.
All right, beer that we're going with. One of them. I know it wasn't lime.
It wasn't lime.
But otherwise, it could have been one of the other three. Yeah. Beer that we're going with is from Remedy Brewing Co., which is in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. It says it's brewed and canned by Panacea Brewing Company, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. But then on the front of it, it says Remedy Brewing Co.
Which is where?
I don't know. It doesn't say anything about that. It only says brewed and canned by Panacea Brewing Company.
Interesting.
So
there's a strawberry one.
Yeah. But the beer is Hefe Metal. It's a Bavarian Hefeweizen. 12 IBUs.
So is it gonna be dark? What's a Hefeweizen?
I think it'll be a nice golden brown.
Golden brown. What
I would say that's a nice golden brown.
That's light. Look at that. It looks like a Mick Ultra.
It's probably gonna be
a little
more
different
flavor.
tasting. Yeah. That's very. Oh, look at that. It's like that one. We've had one of these before where it's like a lava lamp.
And they're both like that. So
yeah,
now you cannot blame my
pour.
Dishwasher.
Look at this though. It's literally this is like good to drink.
Yeah.
It's like poison.
Goes heavy on the wheat for an electric full flavored beer.
Interesting.
All right.
Grapefruit.
Grapefruit tequila seltzer. It smells fruity.
I also think there's a lot of tequila.
What? I mean, we're 56 in, so I cannot pinpoint it. But yeah. I feel like it smells like one of the ones that we've done before.
Maybe it just smells like Saturday. That's what you're remembering.
No.
This is not the one you had Saturday?
I don't know. It's got a nice little twang to it.
Yeah, I think this one's better than the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I don't have grapefruit often, but I think it's better than the other one. It's got a lot of flavor. Definitely can still taste the hint or whatever of tequila. That's not slowed down at all, which is fine.
It wasn't the grapefruit one. I remember.
It was strawberry.
Yeah, because Such's brother's girlfriend said that the grapefruit one is supposed to taste like a Paloma.
Paloma?
Mm-hmm.
What's a Paloma?
Grapefruit juice, lime juice, I believe, and tequila.
Oh, it's a drink.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Paloma. Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Carbonation,
I think it's got
not too much.
No, and I think it's got
not
a decent amount of flavor, and the tequila is obviously there, but it doesn't overtake the flavor. I think the last time when we had the passion fruit, that was my one argument, was the tequila is the thing that you can taste more than the actual flavors.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I definitely gave that one a low score anyway. So.
All right, what are you giving it?
I'm giving this one a 6-1.
Okay.
I think this was pretty good. I would definitely have multiple of this kind. So I think the difference is there's, like I said, there's just more flavor. I think the carbonation is kind of similar because on the last one I don't remember a lot of carbonation either.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's what you get with the high noons is there's less carbonation. But
I think there's a good amount. Like
Yeah, it's still there,
Not
it's just
like
not.
oh my gosh, there's so much, but it's also not like oh there's none.
It's
just
not non-existent.
It's a good amount.
Yeah, but on a scale of like 1 to 10, carbonation is probably a 3 or 4. I would say it's towards the lesser side.
I'd probably give it a 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 6-7 for my score.
Do you remember what you got the last one? Was it?
I want to say like a 4.8.
No, I think well, look at the notebook.
No, I have a different notebook because I ran out of sheets.
Pages.
I know.
Yeah, I think I.
I mean, I could find it somewhere. Oh, yeah. It's right here.
Last page.
I gave it a 6.8.
What the?
No, I liked this one better. I thought. Yeah, you gave it a 6.2.
6.2.
I gave it a 6.8. So you said you said you liked this.
Was
one
that
better?
really the last one?
Yes, 55.
Interesting. I'll have to go back.
Dang,
that's weird. Because I don't remember liking the last one.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't think that's the last one.
It was. It was because we had way less bets too.
Interesting. Well,
Dang.
Frauds.
All right, so I gave it a 6.7, and you gave it a 6.1. So we were both 0.1 below last week.
And I will say this just for like I would drink this one over last week's from what I remember.
Dang.
I think this one's good.
I mean, the ratings
It's tough. Maybe we're just thirsty.
maybe it is a little hotter in here.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, we got 2 more of the high noon packages.
All right, moving on. Hefe Metal.
Hefe Metal.
It's supposed to have a lot of flavor. Heavy on the wheat. Full flavored beer.
Weird. It's kind of a unique taste.
It's like light. It's light, but I feel like there's less flavor.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw this out
just
there.
kinda like
I don't know if this is me.
Goes in the mouth and
But
just sits there.
Doesn't have any flavor. Like if you asked me to describe this flavor, I couldn't even describe it for you.
It has like a dry aftertaste. I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting the dry aftertaste. I truthfully cannot tell you what I would say the flavor of this is.
Yeah, it's
I don't think it has any flavor.
It's a weird feeling because you drink it and you're expecting to taste some flavors,
Say something.
but you don't really get much. And then your mouth is just like.
Yeah, your
So
mouth is
dry.
almost like you need water.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like
Weird.
what is that called? When you wait, cotton mouth or
Mhm.
whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's interesting to me. Weird. There is literally no flavor.
But you're drinking something, so you feel like there should be.
Well, and it's like, yeah, it just smells like a light beer and looks like a light beer. It's just as surprising to me that there is no flavor.
It must be the swirl.
Yeah, maybe we're getting down to it now. It's hazy. But yeah, I don't. That is weird. So
Yeah, I don't really know.
that's that. How do
It's
you
hard.
rate it?
It's hard to rate it.
I know. I want to just give it the most basic score because I don't know.
All right, what are you giving it?
I'm just giving it a 4 or 5. I feel like that's the most
4 or 5,
basic.
huh?
Yeah.
That's the most basic score you can
I don't want to
it?
give it a 5 because that's a little bit above my rating. I don't want to give it a 4 because I don't think it's awful. But like I said, I don't know how I would describe this flavor. So I'm at 4 or 5.
Okay. I'm giving it a 5.3.
5-3.
Yeah. It's just very nondescript.
There's nothing to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
But that might be something that somebody's looking for.
100%. If you're looking for something that's light,
It's easy to
Easy to drink. No flavor, and makes your mouth dry.
But if you don't like beery beers,
Right, this is fine.
This
It's fine.
you should have Alyssa try this.
I already know her reaction. She does the same shit, same stuff every time. She goes, doesn't matter. Like we'll try a sour or we'll do whatever, and it's a lost cause.
Yeah,
That's the thing is like when we go out or when we go to friends' houses and like she tries a beer, I don't even open my beer or anything because I know she's just gonna pass it right over. It's the same stuff. And then the difference is sometimes she'll like it and she'll be like, wait, let me try that again, and then it'll be the same reaction. It's like, just go.
Yeah, but you should do a blind taste test for this.
I should do a blind taste test for all of them just to see.
I think that, because if you don't like beer, this one is not a bad option.
Yeah, it's not a beer. It's not a cider. It's just literally right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. All right,
Yeah.
well, there you go.
All right, so we had 6-7 for me,
6-2.
6-1 for
6-1,
you on the Seltzer, and on the Grapefruit.
Yep.
Tequila High Noon, and 5-3 for me, 4-5 for you on the Hefe Metal Bavarian Hefeweizen
Interesting.
from Remedy Brewing Co.
Just so weird.
Very
There's
weird.
no flavor.
Yeah. Who'd have thought?
Who would have thunk it?
And that's what they call.
That's what they call a review.
All right.
Bang.
So moving into today's topic of NBA playoffs, playing games Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, maybe. I think it's Friday.
No, Friday it starts.
But I
Friday
think
starts.
the second playing game, Friday?
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, playing game.
So what's
So technically the playoffs don't start till
what's Thursday?
the second day of them. Nothing.
No. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
Oh, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Saturday is when it actually starts.
Yeah. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. So by the time you listen to this, the field of 16 teams will be set. Or wait, no, it won't. No, it
No,
won't.
no, Friday.
The field of 14 teams will be set with 2 remaining,
2 remaining.
waiting for the 8 seeds. But we're going to talk a little bit more about the teams that are already in,
Mm-hmm.
the 3s and the 4s and the 5s and the 6s, and maybe like playoffs in general.
Yeah, I think we could dabble with that.
Yeah. All right, so let's start Eastern Conference. So you got the Bucks at 1, Celtics at 2. So they're awaiting the teams in the play-in to see who they play. But the series that are set are the Sixers are playing the Nets, and the Cavs are playing the Knicks in the 4-5.
I think the Cavs-Knicks is a very interesting series.
Why do you say that, David?
I don't know. I'll say this. I've liked betting on the Knicks a decent amount. I think they have some decent players. Jalen Brunson is very good.
He's had a good year.
He's had a very good year. And then Julius Randle's a very good player. But I think the Cavaliers, I guess I haven't really followed the Cavaliers too much, obviously. Donovan Mitchell's
balling.
Yeah, he's balling. So
Darius Garland, mediocre. Average year.
right. And so I think that'll be an interesting series. I think here's the thing about that series. I do think Cleveland will take care of business, but I think that could go 7.
Okay.
Which will, I think,
So
then
4-3.
4-3, but I think that will hurt that team because you have to go 7 and then you have to play a team
The
whose
Bucks.
series will not go 7 in a different series.
It's true.
So that's my
Um,
thoughts.
Okay. I think it'll go 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough to bet against the Cavaliers. So going into it, you got the Cavs are minus 205 to win the series. The Knicks are plus 172.
Cavaliers are the number 1 team defensively for points per game given up.
Okay.
They average only giving up 106.9. They average scoring 112. Where the Knicks are 113 giving up and 116 scoring.
Okay.
So they definitely play defense. The unders for the Cavaliers probably hit quite a bit. But 31-10 at home, Cavaliers. It's pretty good.
That's going to bode well for them
Yeah, it's very good.
since they have home court advantage in this series.
But the Knicks are 24-17 on the road. They're above 500.
Okay.
So decent. It should be a good series. I mean, I don't know. I like that series, I think, more than the second series.
The Sixers net.
Yeah, I
The
think the Sixers will
Nets
the Sixers will
dominate.
not sweep. I think it's going 5.
5?
Yeah.
Which game do you think the Nets are going to win?
Game 3.
Really?
Oh, is that at Brooklyn? Does it go 1? Does it go 2?
2-2.
3?
1-1-1.
Oh, so then back and forth? Yeah. I think they'll win both at home. Sixers will. And then I think
It has for a long time. I don't know if they changed it to 2-3-2, but
Well, they'll win Game 3, the first one at home, and then I think the Sixers will take the rest.
Really?
Hmm?
I think if the Nets are gonna win one, it's gonna be Game 4.
Game 4.
Yeah.
Life on the line.
Yeah. Because then they have nothing to lose. But I think it'll be a sweep, honestly.
Yeah.
I think the Sixers are ready to go.
I think, yeah.
So the 76ers are minus 800 to win this series.
Minus what?
800.
Jeez.
The Nets are plus 560.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
So, yeah, I don't think they'll win the series, unfortunately.
Tough matchup.
Very tough matchup. I think this, well, like we said before, though, the top 3 teams in the East are very, very good.
Significantly better.
Significantly is a good word.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. So then you got the Hawks and the Heat playing to be the 7th seed to play Boston, and then you got the Raptors and the Bulls to play the loser of that game.
Yeah. I don't think it matters.
Who do you think?
I think it will be the Heat and the Hawks that come out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're watching this live, the game, with the Hawks and the Heat. So, knowing the score, I think the Hawks will now be the 7th seed.
Yeah.
The Heat will be the 8th seed. I don't think it matters who's the 7 or who's the 8. I think they're both getting swept. Boston is so good.
So I was just going to ask, who do you think has the best chance in their series? The Nets, the Hawks, or the Heat?
Nets.
Really?
I think there is some kind of way you can expose the Sixers. I don't know how. But for 1 or 2 games, they'll win. I truthfully will be shocked if the Heat or the Hawks win. The only team I will say possibly if the Heat can get in just because they have that experience and they seem to play decent, but their defense has stunk this year, which is what they've been relying on a ton.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't say stunk this year. They only gave up 109.8 points, but watching this game, they've already given up 102, so it's like...
I think the Hawks have the best chance.
Because they can score?
Yeah, because they can score a lot. So...
No, you're joking.
You got... that's unfortunate. But, alright, so if you have to pick a team coming out of the East...
Yep, to win the East?
So, here's the scenario.
Okay.
You get $100,
Whoa.
and you have to place it on a team to win the Eastern Conference to get to the finals.
Okay.
The odds are the Bucks plus 110.
Okay.
The Celtics plus 165.
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia plus 500. Cleveland plus 1500. New York Knicks plus 4200. And the Atlanta Hawks are plus 6,500. Who are you putting that $100 on?
So that $100 for me is going on the Celtics.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I think the Celtics and Bucks are very, very similar.
Okay.
But also, I'll take my extra $60 or $55 if they win. But I also think the Celtics have shown that they could be the best team in the league. Also, I don't think there's a huge difference with them. I think the difference is, I think the Celtics, especially after watching that game when they played the Timberwolves, like they have 5 starters who can all score, and they go spread out. And
fun fact for you, Al Horford, 2nd in the league in 3-point percentage.
Doesn't surprise me.
44.6%.
It doesn't surprise me. They just have good players all around, and they obviously have a superstar in Jason Tatum. So it's like, I don't know. The Bucks are solid. Don't get me wrong. Giannis is one of the best players, but I think if you can somehow slow Giannis down, it's like you could take that team decent. So I'm taking the Celtics.
Okay.
I think it has to be a 2-man race, right? Or are you gonna say Sixers?
I don't know. I like the value on the Sixers, my man.
What was it? Plus something.
Plus 500.
There's your girl. Yeah, it definitely is good value.
Who is it?
The girl in green. It definitely gives you good value. I just think it's going to be so tough.
I think the hardest part, if you're picking the Celtics or the 76ers, is they have to play each other.
And then play the other
rather than the Bucks playing the Cavs or the Knicks.
Yeah.
And then being in the finals.
Yeah. That's the thing. You get beat up.
Right.
So, yeah. I mean, that's a good value pick, though.
But yeah, I would go Sixers.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just a gigantic jump there.
Yeah.
You know,
well, that just shows that they're hoping. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
And here's
they have the potential MVP in the league.
Well, they have the potential MVP. James Harden's decent. They have a good starting lineup. Like Tyrese Maxey's fun to watch. So they definitely can compete. It's just that, I don't know. I think when you look at those teams, like everyone's only been talking about the Bucks and the Celtics.
Yeah, it's true.
So.
All right, so then moving over to the West, we got the Nuggets and the Grizzlies are 1-2, so they're waiting for the play-in teams. Then you got the Kings at 3, Suns at 4, Clippers at 5, Warriors at 6.
That's tough.
And then you got the 4 teams coming in and playing.
Yeah.
Or I guess technically 2.
Yeah, I'll say this. I think
Which
Denver
series
Nuggets.
Are we starting?
Say that again?
I said, which series are we starting with?
Well, we could go Kings.
Oh, you wanna go-
Kings Golden.
you
No,
wanna
let's go
talk
Kings
Nuggets?
Golden State because that's actually set in stone. Like the other ones are still waiting. For
Suns,
the play-in
Clippers.
games. Well, that one too. But I think we go Sacramento 3-6 and then 4-5.
All right, Kings, Warriors.
So I think here's the hard part: is the Kings obviously had a fantastic season.
Yeah, they did.
Won the Pacific, like you mentioned.
Uh-huh.
I think.
3 seed.
I think though at the same time, I think this is a very, very, very tough matchup. With Golden State being the favorites.
Massive favorite.
Also at the same time,
Golden State is minus 265 to win the series, and Sacramento is plus 215 to win the series.
Yeah, you know what though? I'll say this. I'll go out on a limb and say this. I'm taking Sacramento to win the series.
Why?
That's good value. 260? 230?
215.
So here's my thing: is if you come out game 1 and you win game 1 against Golden State, probably punch them in the mouth. If you can somehow squeak out both games at home,
There's no way they win both games at home.
Golden State is 11-30 on the road.
Doesn't matter.
What?
I'm not worried at all. There is zero chance that the Kings win both games at home. Zero chance.
Zero chance.
Yes.
All right, remember this episode. Zero chance.
I don't think they can do it.
I will say Golden State's scary. They're healthy, but dude, I don't
Golden
know.
State and Sacramento, not that far away.
No, it's not far away, but you're 11-30 on the road.
Yeah, but traveling over to Memphis is a lot different than traveling over to Sacramento.
Yeah, but I think it's the whole. I don't even think it's the traveling part. I think it's the stadium.
I would be
aspect of it.
interested to see if Golden State is staying at Sacramento or they're just traveling back to Golden State and sleeping at home between games.
I bet you they'd go back. Why wouldn't you? It's only like an hour and a half, probably.
Is it that much?
Yeah, I would assume so. It's got to be decent. Because where's Golden State?
It's across the bridge in San Francisco, I believe.
It's an hour 45.
Drive? That's like 20-minute flight.
That's what I'm saying. So if you why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, they should travel back.
That's what I said.
100%.
Yeah. I still think Sacramento will take them at home. I don't think it necessarily has to do with the whole staying on the road. I think it has to do with they just play better in their own arena.
Okay, so do you think it's going to go 7 or do you think they're wrapping it up in 6?
6.
Really? 4-2?
4-2.
My goodness.
I don't think I'll say this. I think the Warriors are still the Warriors.
They won the championship last year. Just
Great.
Making sure you know that.
I will put $100 right now that they do not make the championship. Easily. Anybody wants it, tweet at us. Easily. They will not make the championship. They will not win the Western Conference. Take whatever value you want. They will not win the Western Conference.
Interesting.
You think they're going to win the Western Conference?
I'm not saying yes or no. They are the second odds-on favorite.
Good. You got to win the first series first. You got to win the first one.
Well, yeah, if you don't have them winning the first series, then obviously that would be a good bet for you.
100%. We'll see you Saturday.
There you go. It's right up there.
Yeah, we'll see Saturday.
I think the Warriors are going to win. I think it'll probably go 6 as well, but I think it'll be 4-2 Warriors.
4-2 Warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll end it at home in Game 6.
I do think this will be a more interesting series than people think. I think the numbers, if you just look at the odds, they're like, oh, they're going to kill them.
I think it's closer, but at the same time, the Warriors have done it so many times. Nobody knows anything about how the Kings are going to play in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
So this first game, especially, like, that's why I do not think that. I think the Warriors will probably win the first game.
Yeah.
Just
Well, I think the hard part is if you give the Kings the first game, they'll ride that momentum to the second game.
Yeah, but a veteran club like the Warriors, they won't leave Sacramento with no wins.
I guess we'll see. We'll see.
So we got the other matchup that's set. Suns Clippers.
Yeah.
Suns are the 4, Clippers are the 5. Currently, the Suns are minus 450 to win the series. Clippers are plus 330.
Interesting.
You think Kawhi's got some magic in him?
And he's got magic to win 1 or 2 games, maybe 2 games.
Okay.
Not to win the series.
Tough
That's
matchup.
a healthy Suns team. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
They're very good.
I think the hardest part about the difference with the Western Conference is some of these teams have had significant injuries /
Totally.
whatever compared to the East, where it's like they really haven't had
Right?
injuries. But
Exactly.
I think
agree.
the Suns for sure take that series.
What are we talking? 5 games? 4 games?
I think 5.
Yeah, it's tough. It would be. I wish Paul George was healthy.
See, that's the difference, though. It's
to
like
make it a little bit closer. But when you take the second best player off the team, then it's going to be tough against arguably the best team in the Western Conference.
right, yeah. But that's I think what makes it so different is it's just like the Clippers aren't healthy.
No,
Kawhi's finally back. Can Kawhi? I mean, has Kawhi ever played a back-to-back or 2 straight
doesn't
games?
need to.
Even with a day break, has Kawhi ever played? I don't think Kawhi's used to playing this many. I mean,
I think he'll be okay.
I think it'll be interesting to see because I think
The hard part is he has to guard KD most likely,
tough.
but then also guide the offense on the other end.
Yeah, ball's always going to be in his hands.
If they had Paul George, there could be plenty of times where Paul George could lead the offense, and then Kawhi could be locking up KD, and then when it comes time, Kawhi can be kind of the do-it-all,
Right.
offense and defense.
Right.
But without Paul George, he has to do both sides for the whole game.
Well,
I mean,
think
you
that's the
have
difference.
Russ, but
I think that's the difference, though, is
Tough.
when you only have like that superstar like that, it makes it hard because you put so much energy defensively to stopping KD, which is very hard just in general.
yeah,
Almost impossible.
Very hard.
So you're just trying to limit him, and then all of a sudden you got to go play offense. You're just exhausted.
yes,
So I'm taking the Suns.
I'm as well. And probably, I mean, I can see the Clippers probably sneaking 1.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So they win at 5.
Yeah.
All right. We got the same question then for the Western Conference.
Mm-hmm.
Currently the odds, so $100
$100.
to win the Western Conference, get to the NBA Finals.
Mm-hmm.
You got Phoenix as the favorite, plus 200. Golden State, plus 330.
Oh.
Denver, plus 350. Memphis, plus 700. Lakers, plus 1,000. Clippers, plus 1,500.
Yeah. Screw Memphis.
Who are you putting your $100 on?
That's crazy. Plus 2 something is the first one.
Phoenix is plus 200. Golden State plus 330. Denver plus 350. Memphis plus 700. Lakers 1,000. Clippers 1,500.
I'm gonna say, man. I'm gonna say the Suns.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
They should.
They are going to win.
I mean, it would be an upset if they didn't.
We have to get to Denver so I can put a future on them.
Yes, I mean, you would have to think. I don't know. That Denver team is good, but here's the thing about the Denver team is they're a great regular season team because
They have been for the last however many
yeah,
years.
they do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Memphis plays tough. They're a tough team, but like,
I think Steven Adams is out.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's out
Yeah.
for the whole, I don't know if it's the entire.
Their tough guy is out.
Right, and you got a fake tough guy in John Morant. But it's
Mhm.
like,
And Dylan Brooks.
and Jaren Jackson's going to follow out. So it's like, 101, decent. Yeah, so I mean, yeah. I'm saying Suns.
Yes.
I mean, I would love.
Definitely.
I'm going to say Suns,
So you have Suns Celtics.
Suns Celtics. I think that would be a fantastic series.
I have Suns Sixers.
Also be a good series. I mean, you got superstars.
That means that neither of us have the Bucks.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Not necessarily.
I just don't think the value's there. It's 110, and they're the same team as those other two.
It's true.
Like, I don't.
Or you get really spicy and parlay the two. Pick the finals teams together. That would bump up the value.
That would, yeah. Also, for anyone, as we're recording live, the Atlanta Hawks are now the 7th seed.
Yeah, so they'll play the Celtics.
Heat have to win.
Is that better or worse than if it was the Heat? Because the Atlanta was supposed to be the 8.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Heat are a solid team, but like you said, I think it will be an interesting series just because they can score. Like, the Hawks can score.
It's true.
So we'll see what happens. I don't think they put up a match against the Celtics, though. I think the Celtics dominate.
So 4. 5? Or 4?
I said 4. I said sweep.
Yeah.
But I also think whoever wins, if the Heat win their next one, they're also getting swept by the Bucks.
It's true. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, what else do you want to talk about today, Dave?
We got Suns. Yeah.
We both got the Suns.
Both got the Suns.
Trying to get a future in on that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think people want to see the Suns, too. I think that's kind of...
So after the Suns, who do you think is the second most likely?
In that the Western Conference?
Western, yeah.
Nuggets.
You think?
Yeah. I don't think Golden State... I don't know. Golden State doesn't toot my horn very much. I think they're annoying to watch. Draymond Green stinks.
Do you think they're annoying to watch?
Draymond Green stinks. They have 2 good players. Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, and they're very fun to watch. I just think it's more annoying because it's like Draymond is such a wimp.
Draymond's very important for their offense.
He's very important for the offense, but he's like a Marcus Smart. He would just be so frustrating to play against.
Defense, he's very important.
Yeah. I think Jordan Poole's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, get out of here. No. Oh. Inside the park walk-off, Chris?
No.
Are we going to witness it? From Sandy Leon? He's going to get thrown out. Oh my god, dude.
That's tough.
Oh, that was Christian Vasquez. Yeah, I think this should be a fun series, though. I mean, hopefully the T-Wolves can pull it off tonight.
It's true.
I think I'll say this also.
All right, say it.
I think the Lakers, people have said this before, I think the Lakers potentially could put up a fight, whoever they play. I would love to see, now this is going to sound terrible, I would love to see the Lakers play Memphis, and then the Timberwolves play Denver, for those 2 teams to advance. And I think the Lakers could put up a good fight against Memphis, for real. I think they could beat Memphis in a series.
So then you have the Lakers playing the Kings to go to the Western Conference Finals.
That's what I have.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think Memphis is that great. I just hate watching them.
No, that's why I want the Wolves to be playing that.
Yeah, I don't think they're that great. I just hate watching them play because it's the same crap that we watched last year, where it's like they get all these foul calls where it's like, that wasn't a foul.
Yeah. However, I will say that
the disrespect.
Probably just like matchup wise, I feel like the Wolves match up well against the Nuggets.
Yeah, 100%.
That's not to say that they don't match up well against the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
So in reality, like, not a bad matchup against either of them.
Yeah, I think the T-Wolves injuries definitely hurt.
Yeah.
Fully healthy, I definitely think, they both match up. I mean, if you have a Naz Reid, especially if Steven Adams is out, you have a Naz Reid.
But that actually could probably hurt because
then they go small.
That's somebody that Rudy can guard.
Exactly.
And so when Steven Adams is out, I mean, they play, what's his name, Xavier Tillman. But
he's safe.
It's just takes away the people that Rudy can guard.
Yeah, and Rudy's not a... How is that stand? He was safe.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, reviews.
Hopefully they just can get into the playoffs because playoff basketball is electric.
It is electric.
So is
a playing game, though. That's electric.
That is electric, yes.
So.
What else you got NBA playoffs right now?
That's all I got.
All right.
I think the T-Wolves... I mean, I think if you're talking about the other playing games, I think the Pelicans beat the Thunder.
Yeah, which I'm nervous to play the Pelicans again.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, if we play the Pelicans, not feeling confident in that game.
No.
Even though it'll be at home.
Yeah, at home, but it's one game.
Right.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, and we just played them at home.
Yeah, so.
And there was a lot of bad stuff that happened. A lot of bad
A lot of bad just internal juice.
Yeah, but sounds like we moved past it.
Yeah. All right, you want to tell them what we're doing?
All right, so we're bringing back top 5 in the episode.
Yep.
We're doing it a little differently. So each episode, we're going to pick a topic, such as today's topic is top 5 sides.
At a restaurant.
At a restaurant, yep. When you're ordering food.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing it differently, though, because we're doing top 5. Each of us choose our top 5 for that topic, rank them 1 through 5, and then we guess each other's top 5. So there's 5 rounds, and if I guess David's number 1, then I get 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
If I guess his number 2, I get 4 points. Number 3 is 3 points. Number 4 is 2 points. Number 5 is 1 point. So there's 5 rounds regardless. If you get one wrong, that's okay. It's just a wash and we move on. And the goal at the end of the 5 rounds is to have the most amount of points.
Right. There it is. We're going to try it out.
So.
Do we just go on every other? Or how do we do this?
Every other.
Okay.
Yeah, every other.
Okay.
And
do you have it on your computer or your...
I have it on my notebook.
Okay.
I
think we just put like a Y next to whatever one you get, and then we'll have the points at the end.
Yeah. All right.
So I think, out of suspense, don't tell me what number it is that I got right. Just tell me if I got it right or not, and then we'll add it up at the end.
Okay, let's do that.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and guess. You can guess first.
Do we have a coin? Wait.
Well, the coin's in there.
Yeah. Wait.
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, wait. 1,000% matters first pick.
Well, it's just every other, so it's not a snake draft anymore.
100%. What do you have?
Tails.
It's tails.
Okay.
You can go first, Chris.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick waffle fries.
Okay.
Is that on there?
That is on there.
All right.
I am going to pick sweet potato fries.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick. Let's go with regular fries.
Ooh, that is not on.
Not on there. Dang it.
I'm going to go with waffle fries.
Nope. Sorry.
No, okay.
I'm gonna go sweet potato fries.
Sweet potato fries is on there.
Obviously.
I'm going to go with. Cheese curds.
Nope.
Okay.
I thought about it. It crossed my mind.
Culver's.
But
that's the only reason I thought about it.
I wasn't
Culver's.
sure if that would pass as like a side.
Okay.
It's kind of like an appetizer, almost.
Yeah, it does pass it.
more
I would say that passes as a side though, because like you can get it at Culver's.
I guess.
Right.
Yeah, substitute.
Yeah.
But not on my top 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with. What else?
This is your 4th.
This is my 4th guess. Yep.
Okay.
I guess we'll go tots.
Tater tots is on mine.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with fries.
Yep.
Okay. This is your last guess.
Mm-hmm. I'll go with a fruit cup.
Ooh, no.
Dang
Good
it.
guess. I'm gonna go with. Wow, this is tough. I'm gonna go with. You know what? I'm gonna go with tater tots.
Yep.
There it is. So we both got 3, I think.
Yeah, 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. What were your? What do you want me to list my order?
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 5 was mashed potatoes. Number 4, Brussels sprouts. 3 waffle fries. 2 sweet potato fries, and 1 tater tots.
Sorry,
so you got my top 3.
All right.
Yeah. I also Brussels sprouts was kind of on the edge too, because I was like,
Yeah.
can you get it as a side? But I
Oh,
thought,
we'll count it.
yeah.
All right. So my top 5 is number 5 mac and cheese.
Ooh, I actually was gonna guess mac and cheese.
4 tater tots. 3 side salad. 2 is regular fries,
Yep.
and number 1 is sweet potato fries. So you got 1, 2,
I got
and
1,
4.
and you got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that would
So
be,
what would you say is side salad. Was it like a Caesar salad or like a side salad?
Caesar
with
or
dressing?
house.
Yeah.
Just a house salad.
Yeah, I think it's hard with the house salad because then you have to pick the dressing. Sometimes Caesar's
Ranch,
just better.
100%.
Well, yeah, no, I would say ranch 100%. I'm just saying.
The
Sometimes
thing about
Caesar
the side salad is like, it depends on if I've had other things that I feel like are less healthy, like in the meals prior in the last day or so. And then it's like, I guess I'll go salad.
It is kind of
But
interesting.
it's always salad if I don't pick fries.
Yeah, because I think the thing is sometimes it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, if you know you're going to eat something unhealthy, you might be like, okay, I'm going to justify it by a salad. But then also at the same time, like if you get like a wrap or a burger, like you have to get fries.
Fries, 100%.
Like you have to.
100%.
So there it is.
All right. So there we go.
There we go. There
56.
it is. Top 5 in the books. 56.
See ya.
Go Wolves.